Okay. Tobias, do you want to do anything else on your turn? Because I know you were talking about it. I thought your turn might have been over, but it turns out you weren't.
No, yeah. What with my bonus action, which I still have, I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike, which obviously I can't do the attack, but I can just choose to get the extra movement and stuff right now. So that gives me 60 feet of movement. With that, what I'm gonna try to do is basically utilizing said wall, trying to get out. I just have to go through the fire.
You just have to run through and see how much damage you take.
And I'm gonna go through in the part behind me, so hopefully he won't know that I'm gone. And if
that's smart.
Like go out like this way, and try to kind of use this wall to my advantage if I'm able to.
You don't get that far because it is 23 points of fire damage.
Perfect.
You collapse inside the wall, unable to push through. Next up is the lesser cleric who, being told to finish Aelinor, straight up walks up to her, charges a fireball at the end of the staff, and aims it down at Aelinor. Really? You have 6 HP? No matter what, you're going down.
It's true.
The fireball is...
Can I reaction say one thing though to them?
Yeah, you could say one thing, like, as it's being cast, for sure.
As a response to their, like, statement, like, oh, we know there's more. I will say, oh, even if we gave the others dragon gods.
And they may be your final words of insulting sass. The fireball is unleashed and it just kind of bursts out of the cage. But there's no one left to see it but giants. Because all 3 of you are unconscious and left to bleed, finished off in the giant's halls. And that's that.
Rip.
Okay.
The end of an era.
The end of an era. What session is this?
Like 27 or something?
Yeah.
28. 28. Yeah. We look sometime in the future. It's hard to tell. Where in a landscape that has no sun, that has no stars, that only really has this strange sky of shifting colors, on a dark, oily sea, a dark-skinned figure in a bone mask, clad in robes, sets out on a small boat. Pushing away from the shore with an oar, he looks down at a scrap of paper, knowing not what it means, but knowing to look. And the paper reads, Tobias, Barut, and Aelinor. And with that, Here Be Heroes ends.
Oh.
I feel like my shirt was appropriate today, though.
Hey!
Yep.
Well, we were saying in the break, you were so close the first time. That second Hail Mary really didn't have a whole lot of a chance unless you were incredibly fast and incredibly lucky. But that first time, you were so close. You were so close. But that's the end of this story. And
One ferryman is picking us up.
I feel like I had a lot of close calls, but just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You were so close. You were maybe one turn away from, at the very least, bargaining a way out of the situation, or getting the Gatestone, or because like you said, you know, if you killed this guy or even chopped off his hand, it might be enough to stop the other giants. You know, and getting the Gatestone means you can run, or
it happens. It
happens, and as we were talking in the break, it happened exactly as you would have done it.
Yep.
Right. No, exactly.
There was no.
We could have, like in the beginning, like maybe
right, like
strategically make other decisions, but like this is what our party would have done.
This is what your party would have done. Exactly, and that's
100%.
what Jarviskjir is all about, the metagaming and stuff. And at some point, be it in 2 weeks or 1 week or more, we will have. I mean, well, definitely this group will continue. with what stories we will see. But here is the end of these characters, at least as we know them. For now.
Who knows what?
I will say that before we started this game, because we knew there was going to be a significant possibility we were going to die. I did say that we do know how the afterlife works as PCs. This might not be the end for these characters. They could easily find each other.
Exactly.
And have a whole nother adventure.
Exactly.
You know?
Maybe different kinds, different
maybe
time.
We'll see. But we've got some.
We all need to play a bard.
Yeah, maybe there'll be a little more. Maybe there'll be a little bit of music in our future. Maybe there'll be a little bit of. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. But I was very happy to play this game with all of you, and it's very sad to see it end. But
you know what?
It's very touching.
I've been saying this since week 12.
And very sad.
This group was either going to die heroes or become gods.
Hey, at least you got a couple copies of the story out.
And you know what?
That's true!
I got the
gods.
Yeah,
also,
who knows what's going to happen.
I want to point out, I never took that copy of the book back from Papyra. So the mountain have the story as well.
I don't think this story is ending by any means.
You tell yourself what you want to tell yourself.
I will! Damn it!
There is opportunity.
There is opportunity. There is an afterlife. It's a very thankful
I was
thought.
hoping for Alieners to die and to save the rest of the party. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was the ideal scenario.
I know. I saw you going for it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, things just didn't turn out that way. But we'll see.
Ideally, nobody died, but I tried.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
Yep.
But we will have more stuff. Basically, pay attention to my Twitter. That'll be where you get the most up-to-date information. Also, probably the Discord, but the Twitter actually is the place to go. So why don't we talk about a little bit about who we all are and where you can find us in the meantime. Starting with Dungeon Dad. Come on, you know where this is. It's the same way every time. Come on.
29 weeks, maybe 28. Yeah, that's me. I have a YouTube channel about D&D. You can find that on YouTube. You know, where the channels are. Also, you can follow me on Twitter because I have an album coming out in like a not that long amount of time. I mean, it's gonna come out when it's done, but hopefully it's gonna be like a week now. Like it's like pretty much done, and it's the D&D inspired album of really over the top electronic music. So if you happen to fit into the 13 people on the planet who want that, then follow me on Twitter and you'll find it. That's it for this guy.
Okay, moving on next. Aaron.
Hi. My heart is broken. I'm so sad. I knew going into this game that we'd probably TPK. I said so in chat. I was very upset. I'm still upset. But I'm looking forward to all the characters and all the games we get to play on this channel. Other channels. So definitely check those out. And I will see you in another life.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Tesh, who be you? Who is you?
Hi, I'm Tesh of the Test Tube. I'm a ball of emotions right now. But you can find me under that name on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Twitter is where you should follow me to find out the fuck's happening next.
Yeah. I imagine everyone will probably mention something or retweet something.
Very
when we decide. So. And last and birthday.
Hey!
What a way to celebrate your birthday by killing off your favorite character.
Yeah.
I just want Baru to live. That's all I wanted out of this game. For his character to live. That's all.
Yeah.
I tried so hard.
He was the first one to die too. Like just
It's so hard.
it was destiny. It was
Yeah, yeah.
the way it was meant to be, and the exploration of the idea of fate is actually something that I touch on quite a lot in the book that I am writing
really?
right now. And so you are going to have the opportunity to read some of my thoughts on fate through the eyes of different characters, hopefully in the nearest future. Because I'm going to start sending those copies off to publishing agents in the next week. So. Yay.
Okay.
Well,
And
but-
me, last and most certainly least, the murderer himself.
Yeah. You.
Me! What is exciting is the ramifications of you guys losing. There are
Oh,
many things that are going to be completely and utterly
I'm scared.
fucked by you guys losing. Which is very exciting.
No. We have very different definitions of the word.
I always
I
enjoy planning. I mean, first of all, I always do alternate universes, so I always plan doing, what if the bad guy won? The nice thing about D&D is sometimes you get to do that. And, yeah. Now, not only is there a cult of people trying to turn this world into the elemental plane via collecting these items, that now there's no one stopping them, the giants also have one of these. And there's so much great stuff.
The dragons have one of them too.
The dragons have one. And there's a lot of things
there's
that
gonna be
I
a
don't
fucking
think you
war.
even realize that you've done. That you've started things rolling down hills. Maybe you'll see them on my other show, Jarviskjir, A Mother's Love. That's on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. GMT. That game is also dealing with a big, dangerous problems. And the show is supported by Patreon. For $5 or more, you get access to a game that's not dealing with world-ending problems. They're just mercenaries. They just fucking get pointed in a direction. They just kill things for money. And also on my Patreon, you get access to Homebrew. We're starting a whole new bunch of campaigns. You might see a bunch of Homebrew classes in one of the next games, because there's the Witch, the Inventor, the Blood Mage, the Lycanthrope, the Inquisitor, the Rune Priest, the Harlequin. And those are only ones that I remember right now. Whole bunch of Homebrew classes, whole bunch of Homebrew races. They get released there before I upload them to other places. And Homebrew monsters, the Giant Priests, they're going to be uploaded there. The Blazing Eye, they're going to be uploaded. The Nebblings were uploaded there the other day. So stuff will be uploaded to that Patreon. You should support me because it helps me making this show. If it wasn't Patreon, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd have to have a real job. And that would suck. So please, if you enjoyed this adventure, please support. It means that we can do more stuff in the future, and we have ideas for things in the future. We talked about 2 of them before this stream because we knew what we were getting into. And if you hang out on my other streams where I play other games, I often talk about my plans for future Jarviskjir content and what my channel in general. So if you want deep, intimate Ollie, you hang out during the chill streams where we're gonna be playing. We're going to be doing Pokemon drawing, probably, and homebrew drawing monsters, and maybe playing the Division 2, because I want it, but Ubisoft won't let me buy it. So, we'll deal with all of that. Check Twitter for what's happening next, and, yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is a suspiciously short segment. What are you going to do about it? See you later. 13 minutes, baby!
Oh.